for a while. How embarrassing. I've been sitting here going, yes, 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 talking to myself. I can't hear anything at the moment, but that's fine. Resolution's high. Hopefully we don't need to set any controls, and it's going to make upload anonymized stats. No, thank you. I ain't paying part to your fucking analytics program. So what I was saying before, apologies for the tardiness of the stream, guys. Oh, Dame's here already. Happy birthday Eve, Dame. I don't know if that's a celebration that actually exists in a calendar, but happy birthday Eve. But I wish it to you all the same. And happy birthday to you tomorrow if I don't actually get to catch you on that. Good. Getting older is always fun, especially for two birds of our age. You know? God, am I... All the witty banter that I had saved up, that I'd just been spilling out before I actually fucking hit the record button, because this bloody game is not off to a good start. Let's click on that. Hang on. This is fine. I don't want to view the adverts. Fuck off with your Ferrero fluid, your Ferrero Rocher. Get out. No. So one of the major obstacles we might have in this stream is that I've had a bit to drink. Oh God, what is this stupid shit? An Alienware PC? Do people still buy Alienware PCs? Really? It's like buying a fucking Dell laptop, isn't it? Let's just check this. Good. I can hear myself. I can see it. It looks like a video game, so that is good enough for me. We're going to keep an eye on it. I'm going to mute it though, because I don't really want to listen to myself twice. Dame. Yes, that's good. I will be around that age later this year. So we're in it together, which is always comforting. And apparently little bits to the wind. That's good, because I'm not really much better. God, I've got Twitch all around me. I've got Twitch on my laptop. I've got Twitch on this. I've got the computer here, which does not have Twitch on it. But that's fine. So yes, let's do a bit of a proper introduction. Maybe I'll just move this microphone a little bit. So hello everybody. This is Scanner Sombre by Introversion Software. One of the games that they announced on their little stream, or their little video a little while ago, which looked really, really interesting, amongst a lot of other really interesting little titles, I must add. Introversion Software, if you're not familiar with, have produced loads of cool games over the years. Probably the most iconic for me would be Uplink, which I'm not going to credit to me getting involved with computers directly, like getting involved with computers professionally. I mean, not, you know, like intimately or in a romantic fashion, but Introversion Software made their kind of hit game, cult game, Uplink, which is like how to be a hacker, with lots of things which are a bit bollocks, and I now know are really just game mechanics and are not really anything to do with actually, you know, computer related, like password crackers and things like that. They don't really work like that. Sorry if I'm spoiling anything for anyone who has, you know, massive nerd hard-ons for Uplink, but computers don't really work like that. Sorry. Oh, that's better. Bit of 5.1, so now I can't fucking hear myself. Right. They made other games as well. Most notably, the most recent one's Prison Architect, which I've never played, but I mean, it looks good. This is Scanner Sombre. Now, I can hear a beeping noise. Getting a little bit of FPS drop. That's not a good start. Do we have any graphic settings that we can turn off? Ooh. Looks good on the stream. That's a plus. Maybe we'll turn it down to medium. Seems kind of better. Okay, so I don't know a lot about this game, but what I do know is that it's very dark. Like very dark. Like holy shit. I don't mean dark as in like dot flow. I mean dark as in where the fuck am I? It's an Oculus Rift, and one of those robot things you used to get with SNES consoles. I forget what it's called. I don't know, I wasn't a SNES gamer. Let's get it! Gordon Freeman picks up the hazmat suit for the first time. Excellent. Cool. Prototype installed. Scanner. Hold left mouse to fire scanner. Okay. Look at our little tent there. Look at our little tent. Oh, isn't it sweet? Good. Oh, here we go. Beautiful. Look at that. That really is something. Holy shit. I wonder if this game supports VR. Because if it does... Damn. That would look fucking amazing in VR, I imagine. Do we have like a battery charge or something on this? I don't know, man. Man, look at that. That's beautiful. Our tent looks less beautiful. Can we go back in the tent? Yeah, alright. Dame asks if I'm drinking cider. Well, we know the answer to that question. Yes, I am drinking cider. I haven't been drinking cider today, but I am drinking cider now, which is the important thing. The quality of the stream looks okay, so I'm gonna just assume that it's fine. Let's back out of that. Let's just bring up the chat. We don't need to see the rest of it. So, yes, introversion software are really cool. God, look at that. That poor rock has been covered in things. This thing that we've got in our hand, I understand from watching the dev video, is apparently a LiDAR scanner. A LiDAR scanner is a real thing. You don't really get a handheld LiDAR scanner in the fashion that you're seeing just now, but you do get something which looks essentially like this. The purpose of which is to map out caves and things, which looks surprisingly like what we're doing right now. So I suppose we should probably fucking get a move on and figure out where the fuck we're supposed to be going. I hear it dripping. This is like it might be a something. We could be treading in all manners of shit, but because all we can see is kind of the collisions, it's kind of difficult to make out exactly what manner of trouble we could be getting ourselves into. Aha, this looks like it could be promising. Given that I might turn the volume down a little bit if I can, because it seems kind of loud. Oh, we got no volume settings. Okay, well, tough shit then. This is like the way to go. Something in the top right corner is spinning around. I'm hoping that's a good thing. God, look at that. You can actually see back all the shit you've explored. It's pretty nice. So, the stuff that we're close to, you'll notice, is red. The things kind of changing their hue color as we get closer and further away, which gives you a sort of a feeling of depth. So you can see all that stuff is very far away, whereas the stuff that's in my immediate proximity is all very, very fucking bright. We also have an ability to zoom in case we want to snipe some shit, I guess. Are there any other buttons that we should be aware of? Zoom. Okay. Apparently we're just like auto-firing now. I don't know if that's a problem. But we should just keep doing that. Have we got any other buttons that might help us out? I'm sure I saw like a narrow beam option or something on one of the videos, but maybe we need to pick that up. Ah, nobody has been as deep as this for thousands of years. If you're ever thinking of something romantic to say to your loved one during coitus, say that. I didn't even get to read the other message. My friends told me that I was crazy. My wife couldn't understand my obsession. Well, I mean, what wife would understand this? I had to know if the myths were true. Myth busted. Okay. Let's press on. We're getting distracted by pretty much nothing, really. Wow, this looks like a big old room. It is a big old room. It's weird having this sort of like being unable to see a surface until you've painted it, so you have no idea how deep an object is. Again, other things that you can say, you know, during coitus, if you so desire. I'm hoping my computer can handle this game. It should be able to. I mean, fucking hell, my computer's like, it's pretty decent. It's pretty decent. But this seems like the kind of game that's going to have a lot of like subtle stuff that if you don't explore thoroughly, you're going to miss it. The soundscape keeps changing as well, which is interesting. Oh, look at that. There's like a fucking thing in front of me. I can't even see it. Or maybe it's just weird mechanics. Fine. Okay. We've gone quite far, it seems. Let's see. I'm imagining there must be some kind of charge on this thing. Otherwise, can I not just hold this down until my computer crashes? Let's not try that. I've had kind of bad luck with my computer recently. Dame's saying, did you play the Unfinished Swan? You have to paint see anything. Funnily enough, Angry Murloc was talking about some game. It had something to do with a swan or something. I've forgotten the name of it, which is kind of lackingly unprofessional of me. But I think it follows a similar sort of mechanic of, as you say, you have to paint where you're going. So possibly it is similar, but I have not played the game that you're talking about, I have to say. Oh, look at this. What's this shit? Okay. We have arrived at the rave, apparently. I like how even we can put our dots on that thing. It's a nice touch. Oh shit. I'm not sure what engine this is. It's kind of difficult to see. It might possibly be Unity. I'm not too sure. I can hear beeping. I can see a beeping. Come here, beeping. Look at this. Ah, mouse wheel to change aperture. Oh, here we go. We can have like a really focused beam. That's what I was talking about. Oh, we can have super fucking stun everyone and let God sort them out. Could this place be even older than the legend suggested? Resolution was astonishing. Never before has such a powerful geological scanner been available. What is this that we're looking at? I'm interested to see how this game is going to introduce sort of different mechanics. I can see that the fact that we can introduce the tightness of the beam is perhaps going to be significant. Aha! What's going on over here? Anything? Well, if there is anything, we can't go and have a look at it. Bit of a shame. Nah, we're not allowed in there. So I guess we have to go up this rickety old bridge here. So how are you? Lady, Dame. I won't say lady, I'll say Dame. On the eve of your day of birth. Dame says this game is chill. It does seem like a pretty easy on the eye game. Certainly an easy on. Assuming it doesn't pull some platforming bullshit on me. It should hopefully not require too much out of my intellect, which, as we know, is not really that great anyway. I'm just waiting for like the jump scare or something. That's what's got to be coming, right? I mean, imagine if some invisible dude was running about in here. We wouldn't see him unless we shoot him with our fucking supermarket shopper scanner thing, you know. Beep, 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 beep. That'll be £21, man. Beep, 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 beep. Condoms, is it? Yeah, that's roughly what we're playing. Oh, look at this. It's making a funny noise. He needs a bit more work in the butt department. Look at that. Look at that butt in there. Okay. Hello there, Juliet. This is Scanner Sombre, which is by Introversion Software. We are in a cave, dicking around. We've got one of those little it's a Tailzone gun, isn't it? When we're just fucking scanning the shit out of everything. There's a guy here who's very ominous looking. He's got little sparkles around him as well. This is a relatively new game for me to be playing, at least. It was only released yesterday, in fact. I don't know if you're familiar with Introversion Software at all, but Introversion Software have produced a lot of really cool cult games over the years. Darwinia was another one, which was quite interesting. It was like cannon fodder, but for the 20th century. And they also did well, they did Uplink, which is kind of like their big game. And Defcon, if you ever played Defcon, that was quite good fun. Ah, what's this? This looks like it could be something interesting. Defcon is something I remember quite fondly because you could what happened when it was on the run up to the launch was they leaked a copy of the game, and then what they did was they like on the few days before the launch they put a message in it so that it like said, "Hi, you dirty pirate! Thanks for trying to pirate our game. Now you can go out and buy it. You're not going to be able to play it online anymore. Sorry." Which is just brilliant. You can tell that they're guys that are really, really passionate for creating games and adventures and things. Have we got branching paths? Because it looks kind of like we could go over here as well. I'm not exactly sure what we're looking at here, but it looks like some kind of look at that, we're getting a bit more of a picture, and we can't actually pan our camera the whole way up, which is a bit unfortunate. It has quite a limited range, this thing. It doesn't go very far. So the colours are kind of significant. The deep red colours are what's closest to the camera, and then likewise the coldest colours are the farthest away. It's kind of like one of those colouring in books, except there are no numbers. You just have to keep colouring. You have to just keep scribbling all over the paper until eventually you find the fucking thing that you're looking for. So what have we got here? Some kind of altar, it looks like. I don't know what the deal with this guy is. Beyond that, he makes a really funny noise when we scan him. I guess do a quick sweep around the room in case we've missed anything interesting. Doesn't look like it. Okay, so this looks like the route we're supposed to go, but I want to see what's over here. So, as I was saying a little bit earlier, the technology that we're seeing here, this scanner device, is actually a real thing. This LiDAR scanner is like a real technology, although it's not something you would typically carry around in your hand. It's more of a geological tool that you would perhaps you would run, I guess, perhaps as like a little drone or something into like a really dark, dank cave, and it wouldn't be handheld in this manner. Come on, let's focus it in a little bit. There's all these little interesting sort of fissures and things, but we don't seem to be able to get into that. I imagine the route here must be pretty straightforward. But what would be really fascinating is that, I suppose, if you could perhaps see what the cave looks like completely illuminated, because the idea here is we're in a cave with zero illumination, zero natural light, zero artificial light, and the only thing we've got is this. So let's move on. Let's move on. I think we've seen enough of this area. With its ominous avatar, an altar. Yes, I suppose the technology is like sonar. I'm not too sure on the specifics of it, but I would suspect that this is this little scanner is firing out lots of little particles, and we're also wearing a visor. We put on a visor at the start of the game, and I imagine the visor is what's allowing us to see the particles. And we can narrow and extend the beam quite a bit, depending on how we want to look at the world, I guess. I feel like we're making pretty good progress, though. I have no idea. Oh shit! I feel like we're making pretty good progress, though. It falls off cliff. It's a good thing this isn't a real cave, because if it was, we might have just fallen to our fucking deaths in a dreary underground lake of some kind. Let's see if we can't extend this a bit. See what's going on ahead of us. I'm just gonna have a quick look at the stream again, just for my own amusement, just make sure it looks okay. Oh, that fucking advert's on again. God damn it. Wow, this room suddenly looks like it's actually somewhat illuminated. Dame's asking if there's any kind of combat. Well, one of the screenshots that was shared by the guys at Interversion kind of made it look like there might be, or at least some kind of baddie. But I can't really say too much, because I've intentionally not viewed too much of the stuff around this game, because I wanted to see what it was like for myself, rather than spoil it. Let's close that. Okay. Seems to be a little bit kind of low bit rate under high movement, but you know, I'm willing to live with that. Jared says, doesn't look like any kind of game so far, but who knows? Maybe some sort of enemy takes damage by being exposed to the gun. Yeah, I mean, that would make sense. It would also make sense of why you can focus the gun in the way you can. It's entirely possible this is just like an outgrowth of someone's Winamp visualization, and we're just going to spend the whole time meandering around in a fucking cave. Okay, this user guide. Use right mouse button to zoom. We figured that out already, I have to say. This is like a big old room. Wow, holy shit, this room's fucking big. Okay, let's try and proceed on a little bit. Oh shit. Can we walk on this? No. Ow. No is the answer to that question. Hopefully we're not too far away from where we died. Damn. Damn, I fucking scrubbed that up, didn't I? See if we can't get a rough idea of what the fuck we're dealing with here. Is the video really okay? Oh, my voice is fucking going there. Is the video really okay? It looks kind of like it pixelates a lot under high movement. Maybe I'm just imagining it though. I'm getting really paranoid about the quality of the streams. I want to stream in like super high def, but I don't think I can really. I don't think something about my setup doesn't seem to lend to that idea, which is a shame. I don't know what it is, but because my internet connection is pretty beastly, they should be able to do it. So I don't think we can get over there. I think we have to drop down onto this. Oh, look at this. Excellent, I'm glad to hear that, thank you. The quality looks fine. I'll take that. Huh! Okay. Let's just make sure we don't fucking fall to our deaths again. It would probably take a long old time for someone to find our body if we fell into this chasm. Okay. You can hear kind of a watery sound. How would you even know if you were underwater? We're gonna drown. Let's go up here. Okay. I get the impression that's not the intended route we're supposed to take up there anyway. So let's not do that. Let's try and not fall to our deaths again, because that sucked. So what other games of introversion software given us? Obviously Uplink is I can't preach enough about how fucking it's like the defining thing of I think a lot of folk of probably my generation was playing Uplink in school and in college and stuff like that. Yeah, you're right. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe it's just because I didn't zoom. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, we died again. Okay. Okay, I'm not drunk at the wheel, guys, I swear. Fuck. Oh shit, right. Fucking maybe we can jump to there. Nope. That is a definite no. That is a definite no. You cannot jump to there. Don't do it. It's bad news. Okay, let's go again. Yeah, I can see that, but why is that of use to me? I'll just fucking spray everything. In this game, when you die, you fucking die. You don't just like, you don't get a second chance. Right. What's this over here? This is right. This must be the way to go. It has to be. We need to make sure we don't fall through the gap in the fucking hole. This hole here. Because that was stupid. Again. Right. Okay, so we're back here. Maybe what we need to do is like fucking fill in the supports or some shit. I don't know what that's achieving. What have I been drinking? I don't need to report in my alcohol to you. I've been drinking lots of things. Probably more than I can try and... Aha! Look at this! Staircase! Excellent. Probably a complete fluke that we fucking found that. Okay. That looks like a bridge. That does not look like a bridge we actually want to go onto though, because there's fucking no things on it. Senpai's enjoying your drunk antics. He was very drunk last night. It says, God damn it, am I the only sober one around here? I feel left out. I'm sorry. I'll keep my trap shut. I'm sorry. It's not my intention to make you feel left out. I guess we want to jump onto this one here, and then onto this here, because it looks like we can get to the other side from there. Huh! Fuck, can you imagine? Can you imagine what this would be like if you were doing this? Like, if you were really doing this? You've got nothing to go on except a bunch of fucking dots. You can't see anything. And you're just having to hope that the dots represent a fucking slatted bit of bridge that you can jump onto and land safely. I mean, does that sound like something a sane person would be doing? Oh shit. Jesus H. Christ, that was loud. Fucking Christ. That was loud. I don't know if that was loud for you guys, but that was fucking loud, wasn't it? I should have zoomed in on it. That was probably what I was supposed to do, but... Whoops. What's that noise? I'm not sure I like the sound of it. Uh-oh. I think we're on some kind of different surface now. I can hear, like, scraping noises. They never did iron out all the glitches. Yes, you're right. They never did. Sometimes you'd see sensor echoes from days earlier. Calibrations turned into ghosts. But even so, I never could explain everything I saw. Imagine if someone took this game and like crossed it with Minecraft or something. That'd be pretty wicked. Or maybe like Red Faction, where you actually have proper deformable terrain. That would be fun. I don't know what the deal with these pillars are. I've got just a few of them now. Let's see. Nice jump, thank you. I was very pleased with it. Sounds like true horror? Yeah, that noise was fucking loud. And this game doesn't have a volume control, which sucks a bit. The game was chill. Yeah, it was seeming quite peaceful. I don't expect that to continue going forward, though. If that's any indication. Either we're gonna get enemies or we're gonna get stalked by a ghost. What is that? Let's go this way. I'll look at this way. I'm just looking at my periphery to see if there's any secret passages or anything like that. That's what I would do if I was designing a game like this. I'd put a fucking secret passage in like the right hand side of a cliff so you would never find it. Ah! Branching paths? No. No, just a dead end. Of course, real caves don't have branching paths. They just have stalactites. Branching paths are a feature only of video games. Real narratives don't have branching paths. You're on your route for fate purposes. You should wish Lady Dame a happy birthday, Juliet. So you should. I'm sure she'll love that. That's what the name of the stream will be. It'll be the happy birthday stream. I think that's a nice name for a stream. Are we going in this little cavern here? Uh-oh. I'm a bit nervous about going towards a thing. Especially when there's a fucking... Holy balls, that is a big-ass cave down there. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of this fucking cave. You will not defeat me, cave! Right, hang on. We got a piece out where we're supposed to be going. I don't think that's where we're supposed to be going. That looks like death down there. What's over here? Aha, look at this. Zoom in. Zoom in and enhance. Oh no, I don't like the look of this little fucking... I'm just imagining a real caver doing this, and it's giving me the fucking heebie-jeebies. Okay. Oh wow. I know we can't actually see what's down there, because in theory, actually, everything we're seeing at the moment is just black. Uh-oh. This ends here. How do we go any further? Uh-oh. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm fucking nervous as shit going around this. Fucking ledge. Holy shit. I'm just waiting for fucking ghosty man to just jump out. Again. Uh-oh. I don't like that. The laser seems to be getting kinda... I don't know how visible that is on the stream, but it fucking is glitching out massively on my screen. It would really suck if this game would just revolve around jump scares, because I think that would undermine it. I'm sure Introversion software can do a hell of a lot better than that sort of bollocks. So yeah, we obviously the uplink was the game was spawning over. After uplink, we had Darwinia. Darwinia has a kind of a visual style that's somewhat moving things. Where? I fucking hope not. Nothing. There's nothing on the ceiling. Don't try and freak me out. God damn it. Darwinia, which is also a graphically very beautiful game, although it's very different to this. I never really played a huge amount of it, but the idea of it was quite interesting. I don't think it achieved the same kind of cult status as Uplink did, but at the same time, like a lot of Introversion's titles, they managed to attract quite a following. So something's really upsetting the scanner here. I don't know what it is, but it's making weird kind of synthesizer noises. There's no moving things on the ceiling. Don't. Oh shit! I can't fucking see where I'm going now. All right. Whatever it doesn't like is apparently in this sort of position here. Not that we can see what it is particularly. Wow, that scatter beam really makes things bright. Yeah, so what was I saying? Yeah, Darwinia. Darwinia. Another very beautiful game. I'm not sure I like this. It's like we're walking inside the fucking cliff face. What's going on in here? Things are changing colors. They're removing things. Have a drink. Yeah, you don't need to ask me twice. I can hear beeping again. Oh, look at that. This looks kind of like a face. Is that what that is? Let's have a little scan of it. See if we can find out. Take our tricorder. Hello. A burst scan. That's clever, isn't it? Pardon me, I had to emit something. So why is that useful to us? We can scan like a whole room in a short period of time, I guess is the idea, right? That would seem to be the logical application of that to me. It looks really nice. I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to do something perhaps a little bit risky. We're going to just proceed on blindly. And we're going to use the burst thing. Wow, I don't know if that helped, but something's happened. What are we moving on here? We seem to have fallen into like a pit of spikes or something. Can we get out of here? Come on now. I guess we've fallen into a pit of bad, because I'm not sure we can get out of here. Oh, hang on. Maybe we can. Right. Aha, look at this. Right. So we go up here. That really is quite cool, isn't it? I'm not sure how useful that actually is, to be honest. But it's pretty. Good, we got our burst back again. It was really beautiful. Yeah, I really liked that, Dan. That was a really nice little thing. Well, this game does seem to be centered around the sort of the eye candy aspect of it. My birthday is the most important day of the year. Why wouldn't I have an Eve? Well, I suppose that's true. I mean, Christmas has an Eve, and everyone has a fucking Christmas. So why shouldn't your birthday have a Eve? Oh shit. Uh-oh. This looks like bad news down here, guys. I think we're just gonna have to go down. Go downtown. Maybe hug the wall. Uh-oh. We're in the swamp. Beautiful. My senpai has a birthday month. Well, fucking hell. A birthday month? I mean, that's a lot of time to spend celebrating a birthday. I hope you don't have to, like, buy presents every day of the month or something. That's a lot of presents. Speaking of presents, Lady Dame, are you getting presents? Are you getting a gift? A fantastic gift of some kind? A gift beyond love, beyond compassion? Perhaps like a PlayStation? Or a Furby? I don't know, what do people to get for their birthdays these days? No, that's what I call music CD. Yeah, I mean, that sounds about right. Check that out. That is a lot of dots. Drink. Drink is a good birthday present. Although, why you would limit that to just your birthday? I mean, who knows? Uh-oh. Spooky soundscape. I'm not sure I like that. Oh, I didn't want to go up there anyway. Smells. Getting a gift. Senpai is my butler for the day and has to do whatever I want. Oh, baby. That sounds like quite the deal to me. I don't know and what... I mean, butler... Hang on. Oh, we need to go there. Butler's, you know... Butler at least kind of sounds, you know, like someone who's kind of like, you know, looking after the house sort of thing. I need to be quite careful about my language here because it'll probably sound like I'm being disrespectful and I don't really intend to be. But, you know, you said it's gonna be like the maid for the day. And then I'd be like, okay, right, okay. That involved like, you know, a dress and everything? But butler at least means that, you know, that it entails a degree of, certainly it entails a degree of masculinity. At least. Not to say that you can't be, you know, a butch maid, you know, that's up to you, really. I don't know. I don't know. I don't employ enough staff around my house, you know. I've only got, you know, the head lad, the best boy. I don't know what the traditional titles of a grand house are. I'm gonna fucking look it up. That's what I'm gonna do. Why am I doing it on my phone? So, and you might have a head gardener, stable master, a stud master, master of the horse, master of the hounds, gamekeeper, master of the hounds, master of the hounds. Fucking hell. There's other titles as well. What we got here? A companion, nanny, tutor, valet, hall boy, chambermaid, kitchen maid, laundry maid, nursemaid, parlour maid, scullery maid, still room maid, page, seamstress, useful man. Useful man. That is the job title that we should all aspire to. A fucking useful man. Even the woman. A boot boy. But what does a boot boy do? Let's look at this. Boot boy. Boot boy. A boot boy, often simply Boots, was an English household servant, usually a boy or young teenager. The Boots was the lowest ranking male servant. His main job was to clean, polish, and care for the household members' boots and shoes. Although he may have done other odd jobs as well, particularly in smaller houses where he may have had performed the duties of a hall boy. Okay. What other ones have we got here that look vaguely interesting? A footman. We all know that. We've all played Warcraft, right? Useful man. What does a useful man do? So I'm leaning away from my microphone a bit here just so I can fucking read this shit. A useful man or houseman is a male domestic worker ranking below a footman but above a hall boy. Unlike the footman, the useful man never enters the dining room or waits personally on the master of the house. The term houseman should be distinguished from house boy, a male domestic worker of lower rank. Okay. I'm gonna start dishing out titles to people and pretend that not even just pretend. We're gonna set up a great house, and it will be a great house. And I will assign titles arbitrarily to people, and they can have their position inside the great house. It's kind of romantic, all that sort of old English house, you know, with the different people and, you know, all that sort of stuff. You know, all the good old days, you know, when it was okay to, you know, to just beat a servant because they dropped a plate or because you accidentally knocked into them. And it's okay to be filthy rich and spit on the peasants and everything. You know, those were the days, eh? Yeah. Those were the days. Dame will remember those days much as I do. You know, we're getting on and all that. We're getting on in our years. I shouldn't say that. It's not very nice. It's not nice to me. It's not nice to Dame. Because I don't know even fucking. Oh wow, we found that completely by fluke. Cheers. Oh, wait a minute. Have we got different routes here? Oh no, I think we just managed to like skip up a bit. No, what I'm saying, Dame, and I think you'll agree with this, especially since you're a lady and all that, and I mean that by title, is that, you know, we should be heading up our own grand houses. You know, you should be great houses, not grand houses. I don't know what the fuck I'm on about. You should be the governess. That's like being the governator, but you're a governess. Or maybe not actually. That sounds kind of like a shit job. That doesn't sound like anything that's fun. Maybe you could be master of the horse. I don't know what does a master of the horse mean. Let's have a look. Master of the horse. The master of the horse was, and in some cases is, a position of varying importance in several European nations. Well, I don't know what that means. I mean, that could be good. It could be really shit. I assumed, perhaps, this was naive of my part, that it would have something to do with a horse. Maybe you could be master of the corgi. I'm princess around here. Well, you know, princess has to have a house as well, right? I love how when you use that scan, everything has this sort of really artificial grid look to it. It's quite a cool effect. Uh-oh, this is like jumping puzzles to me. Let's see if you can't fucking... Huh! Every time I jump in this game, I get like butterflies. It's pleasant, but it's also fucking terrifying. Uh-oh. Ah, looks like danger down there. What other houses have we got? No, those all sound shit. No. Butler. Well, that was the traditional title that we were just talking about, of course, because your senpai is going to be butler for the day. So what does it say about butler? Let's just clarify this so that he knows what he's getting into. Domestic work in a large household. In great houses, the household is sometimes divided into departments, with the butler in charge of the dining room, wine cellar, and pantry. Some have also charge of the entire parlour floor, and housekeepers caring for the entire house and its appearance. A butler is usually male, and in charge of male servants. Well, a housekeeper is usually a woman and in charge of the female servants. Okay. So does that mean that when it's Senpai's birthday that you'll be the housekeeper? That just sounds shit though, doesn't it? Butler sounds like, you have this vision of like the old timey, with like a little bowler Ebola hat on. But housekeeper. I don't know, when I hear the word housekeeper, I think of groundskeeper. And when I think of groundskeeper, I think of Groundskeeper Willie. So I guess what I'm saying is that when I think of a head of the female servants of the house, I'm thinking of an angry Scottish guy. I'm thinking of myself. I'm not sure this is a good revelation, guys. Fucking hell. Let's have a look at what's going on down here. Look at that. That looks fucking mental. I like the grid square, that effect there. It looks really good. I'm not sure how helpful it is, but it looks nice. We're on some kind of a bridge, it looks like. It's kind of difficult to make out the specifics of it. Oh shit. I need to be fucking careful. I'm gonna walk right off the edge of this thing. I'm surprised that hasn't happened more frequently than it has, in all honesty. Right. The Halls of Justice. Aha, what's this? The temple must have been over 1,000 years old. I knew they existed. I've searched for the cultist my whole life. But finally to see it in person, to be the first. Do you know, I would love to think that there possibly is, some kind of really crazy stuff that is perhaps, Is this a tree? Buried or otherwise hidden away from humanity and is just waiting for someone to stumble across it. Something like, you know, an underground temple buried, you know, thousands of years ago. And it's just waiting for someone to come across it one day. Very good. Very good. It's a tree. Gonna go tree climbing. That seems a bit steep. How the fuck can a tree be down here anyway? I suppose this game is noticeably, it's gonna appeal to people who are quite willing to explore and you know, kind of see their surroundings and look around. But I would imagine that, you know, someone who's looking for, you know, I don't know, Doom 2016 would probably play this and be like, what the shit? Where are the imps? Where's the fucking the baddies? I mean, we're what, about an hour into this, and we've seen a lot. We've seen a lot of interesting stuff, but you know, this is very much like, I suppose it's very much akin to some of the other stuff that this channel makes it sat. What's this thing? Look at this. It's like a little. I'll tell you what we'll do. B. Excellent. That looks fucking crazy. See, looking back at that and just seeing it all painted in that way with no sort of depth, it just looks really crazy. I really like that. It's a really cool visual effect. I'm surprised it's not something that's been, you know, perhaps used as like a set sequence in a video game before now. Maybe it has, in all honesty. I wouldn't know. But let's see. This is the best Christmas gift. Well, you know, it's early for Christmas, but I thought I'd get the Christmas gifts out the way early this year. It saves me having to worry about them later on. You know, because I got a lot of presents to buy. Can we get up on this tree? I'm not sure we can. Not with my inept platforming skills, that's for sure. Nah, I don't think you can get up there. It's too steep. I hope there's no fall damage. That would suck. Nah, it doesn't look like you can get up there. That noise means we cannot use the scanner or the fucking the paint the shit out of everything mode, at least. It looks like there might be some stuff up there. Maybe we're gonna come back through here, but I suspect this is the route we're supposed to go. Hello, Mr. Antlers. Birthday Eve. Just I got so excited there. What, did you think it really was Christmas and you just like say slept through it? Whoops. Didn't realize it was Christmas. I wish it could be Christmas every day. It's Christmas songs in fucking April. Everyone's excited for Christmas. What I'll need to do, I'm not going to do it today because I don't... Getting this set up in time was already a mission enough, but I'll need to get the Discord chat up and running again so that we can have some audience participation. Because that's... oh shit. That's quite good fun. I like doing that before, and I haven't really done it since, so I'd like to do that. Preferably another game of oh, the scanner's acting a bit funny there. I don't know if that's intentional. The crystal maze thing. Doing a bit of crystal meth. I mean crystal maze. Let's go up here. Beautiful. Wow, look at that. It's two leaning guys with on pedestals with big, massive fucking horny antlers. Let's do it from this side. See how it's done that there with the grid? That's really cool. Because obviously you can paint over that and it just doesn't look like that anymore, but oh, there's one that's fallen over. Yeah, it says we're getting somewhere. Yeah, it seems to be that we're in some kind of a temple of some kind. So we need to be looking out for holy loot that we can steal. Because that's why we're down here after all. We're here to fucking rob some fucking temple. It's like this is essentially Splunky 3D. If you guys are familiar with the Splunky, which I'm actually not as familiar with as it might sound like. Whoops. Also, my tablet is going to run out of battery, so that kind of sucks. But we can work around that. What I was expecting to kind of happen in this game, at probably around this point, would be, you know, some really, really bullshit sort of puzzling, platforming stuff, but it seems like that is not a concern, at least not right now. Having said that, that might be really naive of me. I expect if that's what they wanted to do, they would have started hitting you with that right now. This is a good position. We're on top of the antler deity's head. I'm sure he'll find that most respectful. He won't say want to smite us down or lock us in his fucking temple under a big pile of rocks. Having seen that. Oh god. Oh god. We're jumping too much. Oh no, we're stuck on the fucking stairs. Right, okay. Let's just go up here. I think we got a quick save there. This was where they performed the sacrifices. Oh, that's it. It's time for sacrificing. Time for sacrificing a cider to my fucking gullet. The more I scanned around the altar, the more I revealed. Well, admittedly, I've only been playing this game for about an hour. But even I figured that mechanic out, mate. You gotta scan it to be in it, you know. The scanner doesn't like something over there. An altar. Scanner does not like the altar. Or it doesn't like something on the far side of the altar. It's like, all good altars have a spectator gallery. For letting you have a look around, you know. So there's like a little side passage out here. That's interesting. These are like little... Yeah, they are. They're like little pews, aren't they, for watching the fucking sacrifice. Those barbarians. Although exactly how a temple like this would have worked in practice is beyond me. Seeing as you wouldn't be able to fucking see anything because there's no light. Not unless everyone was down here with their fucking LiDAR scanners. Make me your sacrifice! Okay. Let's tighten up our fucking beam a bit, maybe. No, come on. Go up here. No messing about, mate. Come on. Aha, look at that. A little box again. Which makes a weird noise. Uh-oh. I can hear it beeping. Does this mean we're gonna get a new thing? A new ability? Uh-oh. I'm sorry if that's really fucking loud, but I'm just having a look about just in case there's anything interesting to see that isn't what we're supposed to be looking at. They dropped him off. Those bastards. Map view? Oh shit. Oh man, look at this. Now we can actually fucking see the whole fucking place. Holy shit. Mind blown, guys. That is crazy. Where the fuck did we start? Aperture control. Scanner. There's our tent. Look at that. Look how far we've gone. Holy shit. Let's have a look. What's up, like, up here? Prisons. What's this? Cultist monastery. What do we think? Prisons or cultist monastery? I'm kind of partial to a bit of prison, actually. You know, prison. Prison. Bit of prison. There was how many I always wondered how many poor bastards they threw off the edge. Should we join them? Nah. Let's go up onto the spectator gallery. Prison. Maybe we're gonna go to prison. Maybe we're gonna go to Cultist Temple first. Or maybe we'll have an option for both, I'm not sure. Maybe we won't have any options at all. Maybe we'll just have to go wherever the fucking scanner takes us. Oh no, we're going to prison, look at that. The cultists believed the cave itself was malevolent, that the dead could never escape. The victims were doomed to relive their final tortured hours forever. No wonder people went mad down here. In the dark. For science! Cast, heal, then run. See? Zombies, says Dame. I fucking hope there aren't zombies in here, because they could probably be ambling up to me right now and I wouldn't fucking see them. Is there an upstairs? Or is that it's just my imagination? I'm not sure what these things are. Some kind of a thing? Spooky old music. Looks like we need to go into this prison cell somehow. Because it looks like there's a way through. Possibly in there. Aha, look here. You would go fucking mad if you were in here. Can you imagine just being like alone, wandering around these fucking caves? You would go fucking mad if you couldn't see any natural light. I imagine you would probably go loopy in no time at all. If the only way you could see to get around was using this thing. Fucking hell. It'd be like some kind of sensory deprivation. But we're alright. I mean, we can deal with this, right? We're hardcore. Cheers for courage. Cheers. Cheers. Cheers for running around in a pitch black prison. Full of wiggly walls. And weird bow and arrows dangling from the ceiling. That was loud. Maybe I don't want to go down there just yet, eh? Think about that. I want to see what's up ahead. Okay. I'm happy with it. There's no monsters in sight, so I'm happy to continue. Just some stools. Just some stools. Nothing to be afraid of. There's a few discarded stools. I'm glad that this scanner doesn't have a fucking charge limit on it. That'd be hell. Aha, here we go. I think we're making our way towards prison 6, it seems. It's an interesting kind of prison that you have to go through all the other prisoners' cells just to get to the last cell. But then again, maybe this is a bit dilapidated. I mean, it is deep underground, after all. Oh, I can hear weird sounds again. Oh, we're in this room. I want to watch an execution. Come on, bring someone in. Get in some old schmuck. And we'll fucking throw him off the cliff into doom. Yes, that's it. He'll have to play Doom for eternity. And he'll hate it. Because he is not good at first-person shooters. Not like me. What's this about? Is this like a cage? Or like a pillar? Cultist Temple. Oh, so this is... I think I understand this. The Cultist Temple was the bit we were in before, I think. I wonder what cult they follow. The cult of, the House of God. $50 or more. I feel excited. I do feel excited. I do genuinely feel excited. For what craziness may be awaiting us around this next painted corner. The cultist ate and slept here. I had no idea this was even a bedroom. How do you know so much about all this? Like the monks who came after, they spent their time in silent prayer to an unanswering God. Damn it, God! You never pick up my voicemails. Beds. That's like quite a nice comfy bed, actually. It's a fucking massive bed. Fucking hell. The cave people have it alright. The cave cultists. They got everything sorted out. Right, we're just backtracking now. I'm surprised that hasn't happened more often in this game, actually. Backtracking, getting lost. That's typically what I do when I play, well, I mean, pretty much any game, really. It's like an exercise in how quickly do I get lost. Although, in my defense, the visuals are getting kind of fucking intense. There's like a lot going on in the scene at the moment, so... You know, just deal with it. Just deal with it, bro. Just deal with it, bro. Just deal with it, bro. Right. There's a little, well, looks like a little walkway up there. So, can we get onto that in some way? Doesn't look like it. That is way too high for us to jump. Oh, we broke it. Look at that. We managed to break the thing. Well done. Well done, Scanner Man. Scanner Protagonist Man, who we have no name for. Okay, so there's like a spoopy bridge here. The way it scans everything gives everything this sort of really artificially look to it. Whereas when you scan things yourself, it all looks kind of organic. If that makes any sort of sense. So one of the other yeah, this is DEF CON. If you're not familiar with DEF CON, it's a game about. It was a game about the end of the world, I guess. Uh-oh. I think we're straight off the path a little bit here. Is this where we're supposed to be going? Uh-oh. No. No. Oh, I can't believe it. We scubaed it. Damn it. Oh, and we've lost so much progress as well. Maybe we should just not dick around and get stuck. Alright, okay. We seem to go up here. That takes you onto this bridge. Let's just go up the bridge. We've dicked around enough over here. There was something that was like doing the... I don't want scanned a bit. What's this? You hear it? I can hear something. It's the table, isn't it? I don't want to leave until I've figured out what that's all about. Something's making such a fucking crazy racket. I don't know what it is though. What's this thing? I can't... It seems like there's a pattern to it, but I can't tell if there's some reason to be doing that. Like, if it wants you to keep scanning shit. See if we stand back a little bit. Maybe do this. Yeah, so we're getting a pretty complete idea of the room that we're in now. What's this? Oh, look at this. What the shit is this all about? What the shit's going on here? What is this? Is it something on the floor? It makes the fucking scanner really upset. There's like a patch of space on the floor here that just doesn't... If you look at the scanner beam, it might be difficult to see now that I've been fanning around with it, but it doesn't want to scan on it. It keeps moving around. You can see it there. It's like moving around to the top left. I don't know what the significance of that is. But, alright, let's press on. Pardon me. Had to mute my microphone there briefly. Do something ladylike. That's gonna bug me. I'm sure that's either an Easter egg or it's like a plot point or something, and we're just like moving through it like a tool without understanding what the fuck we're supposed to do. But hey, that's like a lot of the games I play anyway. Really, I mean, let's not kid around. Let's have a swig. Delicious. Beautiful. Is this another bed? It is another bed. With a big thing on it. More beds. Well, there's a monastery. I guess that's what happens in monasteries. People sleep, don't they? Just another manic monastery. Wish it was a library. I don't know. A library without any way to actually see anything would probably suck. This thing certainly doesn't have the resolution to allow you to read a book. Read a book, read a book. Read a cultist's fucking book. Oh shit. We're stuck on a bed. It's another dude. Vaguely pixelated dude. What are you doing there, mate? Are you pointing us in the right direction to get out of your spooky hovel? Aha, look at this. Excellent. Can we go up there? We can. I don't know if there's any use to it. We on falling to our death. You fall fucking fast in this game. Like, holy shit. It's like your character's just waiting to throw himself or herself off a ledge. Because as soon as you get close to the ledge, he's like, whoop! He's fucking hurtling himself towards the floor. Which is good. It's a good thing to have in your protagonist, for them to be a little suicidal. That sort of sound to me means drop or bad shit. Sounds like water, actually. That's what it sounds like. With the presence of the oh, look at that! Oh man, we gotta go down and play with that. Look at that. Yes, come on. Let me down there. Water. We found an underground lake, and it looks to be actually fucking like washing away our little scanner pellets, which is pretty wicked. This is a fucking... Oh wow, look at this. Look at that. Fucking hell. Look at it, because it's reflecting the little dots. That is cool. I wonder how deep the water is. Okay, it seems like going in water a bad idea because it seems to make the screen go really glitchy. I wonder how deep we can go. We're gonna get eaten by underwater fish. An underground fish, I should say. Uh-oh. 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 It seems like going in the water is not good for you. I imagine if you do that for too long, it's gonna kill you. Proximity to the... Even just proximity to the water seems to have a bad effect. And you can't use the scanner when it's like that. I like games that do that sort of that effect, you know, when you've got the things sort of breaking up and things glitching. I'm a big fan of sort of glitchy effects in video games. They're usually quite good fun. This room is fucking massive. What the hell is this about? I like how on the water you can see the line appear. That's quite cool. I'd go for a swim, but I get the impression that's going to probably end with my demise. So we might not do that. As much as I do love a good swim, I can tell our protagonist in this game doesn't seem too keen on the idea. There's a shore over there. What do you reckon, guys? Should we go over to the shore? It seems quite far. In fact, I think it seems probably too far to actually reach. And I'm not even sure there's any reason to go over there beyond the thrill of saying that we can do it. That doesn't look like there's anything interesting happening over there. Well, having said that, having said that, if I was adventurous cave explorer, I'd probably be well willing to take a few risks, right? For the name of science. Oh god, no. Get out. Get out of there. I ain't going over there. There's no way we can make it over there. If we're gonna die, I'm almost certain that we'll die if we try and go over there. If that mechanic does ultimately lead to our demise, that's gonna be the way to do it. So let's perhaps see if we can get a quick save going, and then we can go back and do it. Yeah, now we got a quick save. Now we can do whatever the fuck we want. It's like God mode. Let's go. Huh. It's alright. I'm painting a bridge. Come here, tentacles. Would you look at that? We fucking made it. What did we make it to? Not a lot, it seems. And now that I'm out here, I'm feeling kind of exposed and a little bit spooky myself. Oh god. I suppose the thing that would suck is if you were to take your shit off, your fucking helmet off down here, because you would be fucked, wouldn't you? If you didn't have this fucking helmet on, say if you broke it due to getting water in it because you're a fucking idiot, then you'd be stuck. You wouldn't be able to see anything. There's a weird sort of visual effect going on there. Seems to be happening around the whole edge of it, actually. I wonder if that's perhaps because of my graphic settings, because I had to turn it down a bit. We're getting slightly ugly physics. I'm not really sure there's anything to do over here. It doesn't look like there is. What the shit are these little floating things? You see that? Uh-oh. Tablet's about to fucking conk out. Which means I think we're going to stop looking at the chat on that and start looking at the chat on the laptop. But look at that, wall walking. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay, so we've done the crazy water bit, I guess. And we haven't drowned, so that's good. Right, we went this way, so let's go. Let's push onwards. Let's push onwards. Down this, little hallway. Uh-oh. Perhaps our confrontation with the water is unavoidable. Lake entrance. Purging caves, witch trials. How do we get over there? Come on, shake the water out. Shake the water out. It says, as spooky as this is, it's a pretty relaxing experience. Yeah, you're right. I mean, I feel pretty zen about this. Apparently we made it through that room without too much issue. Which is good. If there was a major calamity to set us back, we did not encounter it. We did instead encounter some fat base. See what I mean about him just jumping off? You crazy, mate. So what is this? Purging. Aha, what's this? It's a noisy thing, that's what it is. Should we swim out to it? I mean, what's the worst that could happen, right? The screen properly messed up there. Like, everything all jumped around. It looked really crazy. I have no idea how that looks on the stream, but it's quite a nice effect. It's really strange how you can see the reflection of the particles, and you can also see where we've been right in the distance. Very pretty. The witch trials came much later. They used to drag witches down here and purge them in huge numbers. Evil throughout the ages. Uh-oh. Witches. I don't like the sound of that. They no doubt believed in the myths. It was no accident they chose this cave. What's the myth? They wanted to imprison the evil down here as eternal punishment. Oh well, you know. Good, I guess. What the fuck is that noise? I didn't like that at all. There's a spooky noise. I wonder if water this far underground is like really, really cold. I'm not so sure that I'm done with this area just yet. I don't want to rush through these areas in case there's juicy secrets to be enjoyed. A beautiful green sea. That is a fucking sea as well. It's fucking huge. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, balls. Spooky noises again. So which way are we facing? We're facing that way. It looks like there's lots over there. Should we try it, guys? Should we try it? Alright. Okay, so that's what happens if you go out into that bit of water, apparently. You get eaten by the witch, I guess. Oh shit, look at that! Shit, I didn't see that before. Look at that. Okay. Let's perhaps not go in the fucking water if we can avoid it. It seems like bad news is in the water. How the fuck did we get through here before? Fuck, I've completely forgotten. So we have indeed found enemies. We have indeed found enemies, it seems. Oh, the scanner's buggering up there. It doesn't want to scan that for some reason. Uh-oh. Look. Whoa! Holy fucking... Holy balls! Did you see how quick that thing was moving? Oh my god! Oh wow! No wonder I got my ass kicked when I went in there last time. We got bewitched to death. Holy shit! That thing moved quick. Let's not fuck around with that anymore. No, let's not. It is tempting, but no. It is no. Okay, right, no. What's going on in the chat? Dame says this game is awesome, but spooky. That it is. It is definitely that. What time are we at? What are we moving up to? The purging cages. You know, given the time it is, guys, I'm kind of tempted to call it a night and perhaps maybe pick this up another evening, just because I'm conscious that it's now 11:15 and I haven't actually had my dinner yet. Although I kind of want to keep playing this now that the game's actually started throwing shit at us. I'm like, fuck, what's gonna happen? But maybe that makes it a good point to leave it, actually. Also, my tablet's out of battery, which makes this a bit more awkward. Not unplayably awkward. This kind of looks like a face. It's like two eyes and a big mouth going, oh! Can we save the game? Create new save. Excellent. 43% lake. 43% lake. Well, I mean, 43% seems like a decent point to do that. I don't know. Yeah. All right. Hopefully this isn't. Oh, look at that. We got a level select as well. Chasm, tempo, lake. So we've done 4 of the levels. So that does actually make it quite a nice natural stopping point, actually, because it seems like we're about 50% of the way through this game. So apologies if you know you know we've had a good couple of hours. I think that's okay. I'm kind of tired, and the stream started kind of late as well, which is my fault really. But this game's fucking cool. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's very slow. I have to say, it's been a big build up to actually reach some shit that's happening. But I'm now quite keen to see what's gonna happen. But we're gonna just leave it. No, we're not gonna do that. Oh god. So we've got 43% lake. And we'll leave it there, because I think that's a good point to leave it. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for tuning in. Again, another happy birthday Eve to Dame, Mistress Dame. What did I say it was? Governess, Master of the Corgi Dame is the correct title, and you will use it. Master of the Corgi Dame. And Gilead for being amazing and tuning in, and thank you for watching, and we'll pick this up some other time. I can't promise when. I don't want to promise when, because I'm terrible at keeping to these kind of promises. You know you'll never keep. It's a good Genesis song there. I was talking about Genesis earlier on for some reason. I don't know why. I'm rambling. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. It's been my pleasure, and I'll see you next time. Spooky.